No. Or
ये सेव रहना चाहिए, ये मैं नहीं छू भूल गया।
rushing what?
अरे बहन चूत।
Yes. Hi everyone. A very good evening to all of you. I hope that I'm clearly audible to everyone. Hi Piyush. Hi Vishal. Hi Sakshi, Prachi, Himraj, Shivank, Dipanshu, Divyajyoti. I hope all of you are doing good. Vaishnavi, Richa, Dipanshu, Tejas. Is everything fine? Good for all of you? I hope that all of you are doing good. Is it okay? Perfect. So you're good with the yesterday class also? That we have done a list and we have gone through the basics of Python. I hope it's understandable and it's clear with all of you. Is it okay? Is it fine? Understandable? Shall we move towards the today's topic? Okay. No, Sakshi, you can have you can have the link of the recording and then you can watch it, right? Okay. Okay. Let me share the link again of recording and then you can have that and you can watch it again, and in case you get any doubt, any concern, you let me know. Okay, there's no need for any concern, right? I hope it's okay. It's fine. Okay, let me just change my internet connection also so that we can work it in a good way. Just give me one second. Just give me one second. Okay, so let me give you the link also again. Okay, perfect. I got that. Yes. Okay, Sakshi, this is the watch list that you can have. From there, the recordings will be available, right? Okay, you can have that. Okay, and good evening, Manav. Good evening. And this is the link for the form also for the class. Okay, right, perfect, great. Okay, I hope that all of you are doing good. All of you are like well, and I hope that whatever we have covered yesterday was clearly understandable to all of you. So now let me share my screen and then let's work on that what we are going to cover in this session. Is it okay? Is it visible to all of you? Is it clearly visible to all of you? My screen. Good evening, Ankit. I hope all of you are doing good, right? Perfect. So in this class, we'll be talking about tuple, we'll be talking about dictionary, and we are also going to solve the problem which I've given it to you guys yesterday. Okay, my voice is breaking. Can others please confirm also? Is my voice breaking? Is it like that? My voice is breaking. Can you please confirm? No, no. I think we are having a good internet speed. It's okay. Yeah. You please check it, right? Okay. I think it's fine from my side. You can please check it once. There's no need to mark attendance kanaya, right? Okay. Your attendance will be automatically get marked, right? You don't have to worry about this. Got it? Okay, right. So I'll come to this Fibonacci series afterwards. Let's first discuss that the other data structures which are there with us very quickly so that we can wrap up this session and then you can get some practice all this, right? Again, welcome back all of you. I hope all of you are doing good, all of you are well. So let's start with what we are going to cover in this session and then you can ask me if you have any particular doubt. So in the yesterday class, we have done a list. And I hope you remember that when I talk about list was mutable, it was changeable. We can add the data, we can delete the data, and we can do so many things with that. But today we got another type of data structure that we are having is the tuple. Now the point is, what is the difference between list and a tuple? That is the first thing we need to know. Where list was changeable, right? Tuple is not. Okay, that is the very first thing we are having with the tuple. Let me share, let me just do some change in the zoom. Yeah. So when I say that tuple, yes. So tuple is another data structure. How it is different from a list? Or tuple is non-changeable. Okay. Tuple is non-changeable, right? That means it is not mutable. Okay. It is immutable, right? It is immutable. That means we cannot change the data which is available there, right? Okay. You have made the Fibonacci series. That's very good, Piyush. That's very good. Great. Okay. Tuple is a non-changeable. Tuple is immutable. That means we cannot, once this is done, then we cannot do any editing in that, right? It's not possible to have that. How are you going to define a tuple? We define the tuple with the parenthesis. We define the list with the square bracket. We define a tuple with parentheses, right? That's how we define. So we again put some data in there, right? We again going to put some data like this way in the parenthesis form, and then you will see that we have created a tuple. See now again, you want to check that whether it is a tuple or not. Yes, you can use this function and you can put there and you can see here that it is a tuple, right? That's how you will be able to assess the data. Now, if you would like to assess the data, how would you get to know? Again, tuple, again, what is that? Tuple stores the data in index form. Again, right? It stores the data in the index form. Again. Like if I want to assess the very first data, then we have T and then we assess it with the 0, right? Again, what we are doing, we are assessing the data of this tuple with the 0. But when I'm going to put it there, you see, again, I got to assess the data 1. Then similar again, I can assess data with first position, second index. So all the indexes are same, similar to the list that we have done. But again, it would be difficult to do it one by one. So better option is we use a loop here again, right? Again, for I in T, that is my tuple. I can just print I, and in order to put all in the same line, I'm just using a separator end. So I'll be able to print this data with this. Okay, everyone. Can you see? Similar way, we are trying to assess the data of tuple, which is immutable. That means we cannot change the data. We cannot add some data, right? It's not there. You want to check that? You see, if on a tuple at index number 1, I'm assign a new value. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm assigning a value 10 on the tuple with the index 1. And what I got? Tuple object does not support this item assignment. That means we are not bound to use this assignment operator to assign a new value to this index number 1. That means it is not changeable. This is the reason we got to know that tuple is immutable. We cannot add the data. We cannot change the data. That means there is no such function which can work on the tuple in order to find out, in order to add something, delete something. It's not there. Only thing that I can do is I can delete the tuple. Okay. I can do is clear the content of the tuple, right? This is all I can use. So I'll say t dot clear. You know what will happen? It is going to clear. But again, you see here, again, it's not possible, right? Because we have already mentioned, right? That was I was mentioning, right? You can delete a tuple, but in order to clear that, you have to figure out such other way also, right? You have to figure out a way in order to clear the content of this, right? That how it is using delete, and then you type there t, and what it is going to do, it is going to delete the tuple, right? This is how we are supposed to work with the tuples. This is how we are supposed to work with the tuples. Is it okay? Just give me, just 1 second, guys. 1 second.
So
Yeah, just 1 minute, guys. Okay, 1 minute only. Yeah, really sorry. Yeah, you see, you got it right. Okay, what we were doing, Yes, we use this tuple method, right? And we can use this delete the tuple, right? Okay. One more thing we can do here. If I'll define the tuple now, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll again define 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it possible to have a tuple data with multiple entries, duplicate entries? Yes. And even I can do one thing here is I can count it, right? Yes, this is available to me. I can count that in a tuple T the one number is available for how much time. This is available to me. I can do this thing, right? Even I can also do one thing. If I define a tuple D, I'll have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I want to find out that number 10 is on which index. Okay. Yes, I can do that. D dot, I can use a method here, index. Is it okay? I can use here a method as index, which will help me knowing that number 10 is available at index number 0. This is how we'll be able to find the data of all the indexes. This is how we'll be able to find the data of all the indexes which are there, right? So with tuple, you cannot change because, right, as I was mentioning, right? Okay, sorry, I forgot here to add, not to clear, right? Okay, we cannot declare the tuple, right? So we cannot assign a new value, right? We can only says that we can create it. And one important thing that we can do, we can delete the tuple, we can count any specific element, and we can count the index. Is it okay? So this is what we are supposed to do with this. That is what we do. I hope it is fine. Make sense with all of you? Okay. Is it okay with all the participants? Like Adarsh, Arpit, Manoj, Ankush, Ayush, Badna, Dikshita, Dipanshu, Dismandan, Dipanshu. Is it okay with everyone? Kemraj, Kanaya, Karishma, Kaushik, Richi. Perfect. Now we'll come to another data structure which is available to us. We talk about dictionary, right? A dictionary is another data set. Now till now what we have seen? Till now we have seen that tuple. Till now what we have seen either it is a list or a tuple. It stores the data on indexes, right? But with the dictionary, it don't store the data on index. What it does, it stores the data, it stores the data in the form of key pair value. Okay, key value pair, right? Have you seen a phone dictionary? Have you ever seen a phone dictionary? In that, for various country, their code is written. Have you seen that? Like for example, India, it's written like +91. Have you seen that? Have you seen like for Australia, that would be something else, right? Right? There will be some other code, for example, right? Now, what is it? It's like for any key, there is some data, and keys have to be unique. Like for example, if I say I want to store the students' data, right? Students' data. Can you tell me in student data, what attribute can be the one which is unique? Is it name? Is it student ID or roll number? Or is it student name? Or is it student gender? Or what is it? Yes, student roll number is there. Very good, Ayush, right? Very good, Dipanshu. Okay. So if I'll say student roll number and I say I want to store student name, right? So what it will be? This will be the data in the form of a key value pair. Okay, this will be the data in the form of a key value pair, where key is the unique entries. Key should always be the unique entries, right? Key should always be the unique entries which are there. Okay, that's how we store. Now, how we are going to define a dictionary? We define the dictionary with the help of this curly brackets. Okay, in which what we do, we define key, colon, and value. This is the procedure that we use. So here I'm going to define the key as student roll number. Let's suppose student roll number is 101. And I want to store the student name. Let's suppose student name is Prabjot. Now, the Prabjot data is present in the form of a string, right? And that's why I'm assigning it with the quotes. Can you see that? So this is my key and this is the string that I'm storing here. So I need to store more data. I'll put comma there. My next key, 102, colon, another name. Let's suppose I have Shivank. comma, I have another roll number, ID 103. I will assign another name, Dipanshu. Can you see? That will be a string, so I need to put in the quotes. Okay, can you see that? So what we have done? Yes, we have created a dictionary here. You want to check? You check the type of D and you will see here it's a dictionary type. Is it understandable? Is it okay? Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. So this is what we use a dictionary, right? In which what we are doing, we are storing the data in the form of a key pair value, key value pair. And that's our like a collection which is ordered, changeable, and don't allow. Now, good thing about this, right? Do not allow duplicate keys to store. Okay. The student roll number can't be same. You are getting my point, right? Yes, it is changeable and it's a ordered set. Ordered, it's we call it as a ordered collection, right? Which is available to us. Now, with that, by means of saying you want to have, you can have only unique keys, not duplicates. Okay. Yes, you can have duplicate value. Is it possible that two different students can have same name? Is it possible? Is it possible that two students can have a different name? Say, two different students have same name? Yes, right, Kanaya, right? For example, 101 is Prabjot, 102 is also Prabjot, right? It's possible. Is it okay? You see, let me print F here, and you will see here what that we got to store the same values. Again, I'm very specifically I'm talking about keys. Keys are to be unique, okay? But the values obviously can be shared. There is no concern with the same, right? It's very understandable and very clear to us also. Okay, I hope it's good. That's how we create a dictionary. Sir, can I use n/n for new? No, Sitesh, it's not possible, no? Okay, we are not in the C programming language, no? We are doing Python here. It's better to use the separator tab that you can use. Is it okay? In there that you can use, in the end that you can use, right? Okay, but otherwise with the for loop, it will come in the new line, na? Okay. In the end as a separator, there you can use that. Is it okay with others? Is it understandable? Is it fine? Okay, perfect. Now we'll talk about how to assess the data, right? The first method to assess the dictionary data is using key. Okay, using key. How? We use my dictionary name is F. I'm using scare bracket. In that, I'm going to assign the key 101 and then I'm going to apply the print function on that. So what I want to do, I want to print a dictionary F having key 101. Is it okay? So 101 Prabjot is stored over there. You see, we'll be able to assess the data, right? We will be able to assess the data. I hope it's fine. Is it okay? I hope it's clear. Make sense to all of you? Okay. Now, is it possible to print all the keys? Yes. F dot, we have a method here, keys. Okay. With which we will be able to print all the keys. You see, very simple. I want to print all values only, right? Yes, I have a method f dot values also I can use. Okay, Adarsh, Shivang, right? Piyush, okay. Sakshi, Sarfraz, Vishal, Yash. I hope those who have joined for the first time, I hope like you are able to understand the pace at which I'm explaining. And at any certain stage, if you feel there's some doubt, confusion, you just please let me know, right? Very clearly. Okay. I'm there to help you guys and I'm there to teach you in a like very understandable way. That's why it's all practical, right? Perfect. In a similar way, if I just want to print items, I want to print keys as well as values also. Very simple. I have a method here, f dot items. Okay, see, it will come in a tuple of dictionary, right? In dictionary, at each index, we have a tuple of key pair value. You see very clearly, right? It's available to us. Okay. So similarly, what we can do, yes, there are certain ways with which we can work, and yes, we can also run the loop like for I in, I can say d dot keys. They are the one which I would like to use, and I want to have a like I'm using a variable here to traverse using key, right? So what I will do here, print f of I. Simple I will use, right? Because if I'll say here f dot keys, what are these referring to? These are referring to all these keys, 101, 102, 103. And what I want to do, I want to print f of 101, I want to print f of 102, I want to print f of 103. This is what I want to do, right? With this, you can, with the help of keys, you will be able to print all the values that how you would like to assess it. Okay. Similar, very simple. We have item function, item method, we have values method, we have keys method. To print all the keys, to print all the values, and to print both of the things in a same. Okay. Key pair value. I hope it's fine and it's understandable to everyone. Apart from this, yes, I already mentioned you that it is changeable. That right? That means we can change the data also. Okay. We can change the data of a dictionary also. Okay, everyone? It's very simple. How we'll do that? So this is the data of key 101. Agree with that? F of 101, Prabjot is there. So I want to assign a new value. I'll use assignment operator. And let's suppose I assign a new value. Let's suppose we have a Vijay Patel is there. Right, Vijay? Is it possible to assess key using value? No, no, Ankit, it's not possible now. Because with student roll number, you can assess with student roll number, you can assess the name, right? Because if two students have the same name, obviously it will not make sense now. Or you will understand, right? Okay. Now, similar way, you see what I'm doing. I'm taking a name and I'm using an assignment operator and I'm assigning it to the this key. Very simple, right? Okay. So I'm expecting here a change, and yes, it is done. You see, it is done. Now I'm able to, I'm going to print my dictionary. And once I'm going to print that, you see on 101, now the name Prabjot has been replaced with Vijay Patel. This is how we can change the data. This is one of the method that we can use in order to change the data. Very, very simple, right? That is one way you can do. But apart from this, there is one more way you can do, right? What is the other way? We have a function method, f dot update method. Okay. We have another method which is available to us that we call it as update. I want to update. In that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use curly bracket and then I'm going to assign. Let's suppose at 102, I want to replace Prabjot name again with Shivank. Okay, Shivank, right? Can you see? So what I'm using, this is my dictionary. This is the update function which I'm applying on my dictionary. And inside that, I've given as one parameter that the key 102, I want to give Shivank. Is it okay? Because you know, keys can't be duplicate, right, everyone? Okay, keys are unique always, right? And you see 102 is replaced with Shivank. I hope it makes sense. Is it okay? So with 102, it has replaced with Shivank, right? So we can change the data by simple using assignment operator, and we can even change some data using the update function also. Okay, both the things are available to us and very easy to understand with that. Now, similarly, you might have a query that I want to add a new data, right? What do you want to do? You want to add a new data, and it's also similar way. So what I need to do? Simple f of, let's suppose I have three keys till now, 101, 102, 103. Agree with that? I have three keys which are there, right? I want to add a new data. I am saying 104 equals to, and I'm assigning a new name. Let's suppose we have Anamya, right? Anamya, okay. Namya Kaushik, right? So what I'm doing, I am taking a name Anamya Kaushik using assignment operator. I am assigning it to the dictionary F with key 104. So what it is going to do? It is going to add the data. Very simple. You see, it is going to add the data. Very simple, right? Okay. Can you see Anamya? I hope it's understandable, easy. This way you can add the data. And similar way, update can also work with that. I'll say f dot update, and I'll simply say what? I'll simply say on a key 105, I want to assign a new value. Let's suppose we have Ankit in the class, right? Okay. So what I'm doing, I am updating my F dictionary with this data. If this data is present, then fine. If it is, if then it will replace. If this data is not present, then it will work like a insert. Okay. You see, at 105, Ankit has been added. So update is used for this also and that also. Can add more columns like city? No, no. It has to be in two ways only, na? Kanaya, right? It's a key pair value only, right? Okay. It's only key pair value. Okay. One key, one value. Simple, right? No, no, it's not like that. You can have columns like this. No, it's not possible here. For that, we will learn other data structures, right? That, or we learn some different libraries with which we add some new data, okay, in the Excel or in the different structure data which is available to us, right? That is what which like pandas is there, numpy is there. So we are going to work with Excel with that also, right? Where there you will see that we can add new column, new data in that, but not here in this. Okay, it's keep your value only. Very simple, right? Okay, I hope it is fine. It makes sense to all of you. Is it okay, everyone? Okay, perfect. That's great. Really great. So now I think next thing that you will be wondering to remove the data, right? So what you would like to do? You just want to remove some data. Now, in order to remove some data, yes, the one thing, there are two things. One is you want to remove the data with the help of a key, or second, you want to remove the data directly. Okay. Let's suppose the last inserted item, right? Yes, can we change the key? Okay. How? No, no, no. See, Sitesh. Okay. Like the keys are already there, na? And the value is there. In order to change a key, you have to assess it. But how you are going to assess it? Tell me. For that, though, you have to have the entire data only, na? And once it is done, so obviously it is done, right? This is a unique entry that you have already put, na? Okay. It's not possible to change this. You can change this thing, na? Okay, Sitesh, right? Okay, perfect. So now next thing is I want to remove some data. First thing is I want to remove the data. And for that, what I need to do, obviously, let's suppose I would like to remove the data with the key. Let's suppose I want to remove the data of Dipanshu, right? So what I need to say? I need to say my dictionary f dot pop. Okay, what I need to say? I need to say f dot pop. And in that, I'm mentioning here 103. You know what does it mean? Pop means I want to get it out. From my dictionary F, I need to remove the data of key 103. Okay, I want to remove the data of key 103. And you see, now we are not having 103, right? So we have popped the item having index, having key 103. This is one way to removing using the key. Now, second to remove the item, remove the last inserted item directly. Okay. Can you tell me in this entire dictionary, which is the last key pair value I have inserted? Can you tell me in this dictionary, which key pair value I have inserted last? Very good. I have inserted for Ankit, right? So I will say f dot pop item. This is the function I'm using, right? What I'm using here is f dot pop item. So what it is going to do, it is going to remove the last inserted item directly, right? So now you would like to print f, and you see now Ankit data is not there. Before Ankit, I put it for Anamika, and now if I'll say again f dot pop item, it will remove Anamika. Is it okay? It will remove Anamika, right? In this way, um, you can do you can do work with the dictionary, and you can add the data, you can remove the data, and even if you want to get something, you can even use a function, get function also, to get the value of specified key. Like I want to get f dot get the value of key 101. This is it means f dot get something. What? Get the value of key 101. This is another function that we can use. We can use square bracket and putting the index over there, but we can also use this thing in order to get that item, right? Okay, I hope it's understandable to everyone present here. Okay, so we can add the data with manually, yes, by assigning assignment operator. By update, we can change the data. With update, we can remove the data, pop item, and we can even assess the data using get function. And if you want to get all the keys, yes, mm, you have f dot keys. Okay, you have f dot values. Okay, and you have if you want to access both f dot items, you can go. Okay, right? Okay, Ankit, you would like to have this question. Okay, you would like to create 101 colon 101. You want to create 102 colon 102. I think this is what you mean, if I'm not wrong, right? Is it okay? Fine. This is what you say, Ankit, right? To access the data again, yeah, g dot, you say get the value which is present in 101. It can be any data, right? It can store any data again, Ankit, right? You want to store number, you want to store the character, you want to store complex, any data type you can store. Even you can store a list on an index also, no? On a key, right? Let's suppose you have a dictionary this. You have first index 101. On that, you can even store a list also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma. Then on index, then on key 102, you can store a tuple also. You're getting my point? 10, 20, 30. Okay. There's no boundation to that. On any key, you can store any data in that. Okay. On any key, you can store any data on that. It's totally fine. Right? I hope it's understandable and it's clear. Is it okay? No, sir, I'm asking like we can assess the value using key, same task also. Yes, 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 Ankit. Yes, yes. Key and get both same. Yes, yes, Ankit, you can do that. Okay, I'm just like clearing this thing also. I hope it's understandable to everyone present here. Make sense? Yes, is it okay? Perfect. Now I would also like to work on Fibonacci series concept. Have you like worked upon that? Anyone who has been able to get that? Yes. You were able to get the code, Shivang. Okay. What about others? You are able to get it? Can we add a tuple in dictionary using a key? Yes, Sitesh, this is what we have done, na? You see, on this key, I have added a tuple, na? Yes, Sitesh, you can see it clearly, na? On H102, it's a tuple, na? You see, let me put the type, and you see here, the type of the data present on index 102 is a tuple, na? Is it okay, Sitesh? I hope it is fine. Yes. So guys, you tell me, how many of you have worked on this example, this Fibonacci series? Yes. How many of you have worked on this Fibonacci series? No one? Okay. Shall I explain this concept? Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so that's fine. It's good that you guys have taken the initiative and you have performed the task, right? That's really good to see that. Okay, so let me do that program for you guys so that you can understand it well. And I think that will, you can match it with your code also. I think that would be really helpful. Is it okay? Right? So I hope that you have done it like not using the technique of recursion because we have not covered it, but I hope the basic you have performed this. and you have created that program, right? If I'm not wrong, is it okay? Is it fine, right? Yes, sir, I do. I've shared you the code. Yes, Piyush, you have done that. Yes, I got it, right? That's perfect. Okay, so let me explain that. When I talk about this Fibonacci series, the Fibonacci series is one of the concept with like which numbers are in the following integer sequence that we say. Like for example, if I have 0, first number, if second number is 1, then third number will be addition of previous two numbers, which will be 0 plus 1, 1. The next number will be addition of last two numbers, which is 1 plus 1, 2. The next number would be addition of last two numbers. Okay, Vijay, Vaishnavi, Vikriyaj, Vishal, Yash. I hope guys you are listening. Okay, Tejas, Richa, Richi, Rupak, then Prachi, Prakash, Manav, Manikanta, Manthan, Kaushik, Debojiti, um, Dipanshu. I hope guys you all are there and you all are listening. Ayush, Adarsh, Abhay, right? Perfect. That's it. Next number would be, okay, so you give me answers also. The next number will be addition of last two numbers. That is 2 plus 1, which is 3. Next number will be addition of last two numbers. That is 3 plus 2, 5. Next number will be addition of last two numbers, which will be 3 plus 5, 8. So this is what we are expected to achieve this result. Is it okay? Right. So I'm going to do it with the very basic native approach. Then we'll also learn few other approaches in other classes also once we get used to this code. Okay. So first of all, I need to define two numbers. Very simple, right? I have my number 1, which is 0. I want to define number 2 as 1. Is it okay with all of you? You understand? I have defined two numbers here. Number 1 is 0 and I've defined number 2 as 1. I think it's very simple. Now I'm also going to define one variable as my series length. Okay. The total number of items. Okay. Total underscore items. And I would like to have it 10. I would like, that's my choice, how much long I want. I can have it up to 5 series, 5 numbers, 10 numbers, 20, 15, whatever it is. I just want to do that. And for just simplicity, I've taken it as like I want 10 series, very simple. Is it okay? Right. Now, is it possible for you that if I've defined number 1 as 0 and if I've defined number 2 as 1, okay? Is it possible that and next number I need to get number 3, that would be addition of number 1 plus number 2. Do you understand this concept, this logic? I've defined number 1, number 2, and next number I need to find is number 3 is equal to number 1. Now, is it, now that's fine. But if I need to go to this number, guys, so I need to have more variables. You are getting my point? But is it possible that for me to get new variables every time? Yes, I can get, but that would be a difficult thing to do so. Isn't it, everyone? The better option is, I think I can use the same variable for different numbers also. Do you understand? Now consider a scenario that if it is number 3. Now what I can do? Can I do that? Okay, if I can replace like this number, I can put it as number 1. Then this third number, I can put as number 2. Then I can use this to find the new item. I think I can again use at number 3. Is it okay? Are you getting my point? What I'm doing? I'm just replacing this number 1 with number 2 so that every time I need not to define new variables, I can reuse the variable. Okay. I'm just reusing the variable again and again for different terms, right? I hope it is fine and it is understandable to everyone. Is it okay? I'm just replacing it, guys. Okay. So the next item, the next number which I need to find is that obviously we have to do addition, but that we will do assigning new value each time. No, Kanaya, we are not assigning new value. I'm just replacing. Consider a scenario. This is A, this is B. Is it okay, Kanaya, right? First term A, second term B. Is it okay, Kanaya? Yes. So third term will be C is equal to A plus B. Agree with that? Right, Kanaya? Right? Now, next term, if I need to do what it should be last two numbers. Agree with that? So again, I will do what D is equal to B plus C. In that way, so there will be more number of variables na, in my program. And with that, my time complexity will also get increased, na, Vishal, right? What if I have 1,000 I want 100 number of series, right? So this way what I'm doing, I'm just reusing my variable. Okay. I'm now, because I'm done with the first term now, I am replacing B with the A, right? I'm replacing B with the A, then this C with the B, and then the next item would be again C. So I can reuse it again and again, the same variables, right, Kanaya? I hope you understood it now, right? And similarly, I can do that, right? So that is what the approach we wanted to have that, okay? So I got my number one, I got my number two, and total items I want 10. Now, what is the next thing I need to do? Yes, we are going to use loop now, because without the loop, it's not possible. Okay. And for that, because we have done for loop, so I'm just doing it with while loop. After that, you can work on for loop also. It's very simple, right? So I'm using here while loop. Okay. Again, every loop has three parts. One is initialization, second is condition, and third is increment. In the while loop, I'm going to put here my condition. I want 10 items. I want to run the loop till 10 items, right? So for that, I'm just defining I is equal to 1. And then what I'm going to do, I less than equals to 10. I want to run this loop till the time I remain less than 10. 10 items, very simple. Is it okay? Right? I've defined this I as 1. So it will be 1 less than 10, 2 less than 10, 3 less than 10, 4, 5, 6, 10 items will work. Is it okay? This is what I want to do. I hope it is fine. Okay. So each time I am into a loop, I need to print. Each time I need to work, I need to print some number. Very simple, right? Okay. So first of all, what I'm going to do here, I already have my number one, number two, right? Which is very simple. I already have got that. Is it okay? So this is just the first term I'm defining. Then obviously you can start with the series that you are looking for. Now let's consider a scenario that what you want to do. Yes, now you want to print some item and then you would like to move to the another item, right? Very simple thing that you want to do. Okay. Yes, there can be other logics also, Piyush, right? There is no concern with the same and it's totally fine. Okay. You can just follow and it's totally okay, right? So I have defined total number of terms also now. That is total items 10. So instead of putting 10 here, I can simply do this also. Okay. Okay, Tajbul, right? This is what I'm doing. While I remain less than total items, what I want to do, right? Simple I want to do. So I want to do what? I want to print. But first of all, I would also like to do what? This is my number one. Okay, see, this is my number one. This is my number two. And this is going to be my number three. The next number would be, if I'll say my next number, that I will be replacing with number two only, right? So if I ask you that what is my next number, if I'll simply ask you that what is going to be my next number is going to be my number two. I'm just replacing that, right? This number two will become my next number, right? And then similar way we'll keep on doing that. Okay, simple thing. You just first listen and then you can work on that. Okay, everyone. So I'm going to print my first number currently here, and it is going to print 1. I want to print in the same line. That's why I'm just using this separator in the space. Very simple. Is it okay? Is it fine for all of you? I'll start printing it from number 1 on. Okay. We are no use. Yeah, no, we no need not to use dictionary right now, no? Okay. I'm just using that. Okay. This is a different thing that we are using. Is it okay? No. Now with I is equal to 1, I have printed number 1 here. Then I need to move to the next term. So my next term will be I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. Then I will become 2. Is it okay? Then now what I need to do? So consider that this was number 1. This was number 2. So next number is become number 2. I have printed 1 here in this series. Okay. I have printed 1 in this series. Now, what is the next thing I need to do? I need to replace. Is it okay? I need to replace. I need to replace number 2 with number 1. Then how to end the loop? This is what we are ending the loop now. Tajbul. You see, I is 1, 1 less than total item. Na? Total items are 10 only. So this loop will run for only 10 times. No? That's why we are how we are ending. Na? This is indentation, Vaishnavi. we are not using here curly brackets. No, this is Python. Okay, we use colon symbol in order to define these all statements belong inside this loop. Okay, yes, it's terminator. Is it okay? Fine. So now it's time to replace what? My numbers. Okay, very simple. We have two numbers, number one, comma, number two. I want to interchange. Very simple. If it is number one, if it is number two, my number two will become number one, and this will become my next number now. Is it okay? Very simple, right? So my number two will become number one, and my next number will become number two. This is what we are doing. Okay, very simple. This is what I'm using. It's very similar to this, right? Okay, this is A, this is B, this is my next number. Okay, everyone, right? So what I'm done, I'm assigning B to the A. My next number I am assigning to B, and then again this will become next number. Is it okay? Very simple, right? This is what I've done in a I've done in single line. You can do in multiple lines also. I'm just using in single line. Okay, A comma B will be equal to B comma next number. This is what I'm doing. Okay, same concept. So number one comma number two, I have done. The replacement is done. Now what I need to do? I need to do sum now, right? Because my next number would be my next number would be this 1 plus 1, and that will be 2. Okay, that will be equal to number 1 plus number 2. This is what I want to do. This will run my loop. Very simple, right? Now once this loop is over, yes, I can move to next line. I'm just using print here just to like move to the next line. Very simple. You see, I'm able to print that line. So 1, first number 2, 2 plus 1, 3, then 3 plus 2, 5, then 5 plus 3, 8, then 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 8, 21, and so on. Okay, this is very simple. If you do not want to do this, you wanted to print number 0 also in that line. Okay, simple, you can put here number 1. Okay, then you can change the logic with that also. Okay, there's no confusion in that, right? You can even print number 0 first of all, and then you can simply work on that. Okay, there's no confusion in that. Number 1, then you put here this and equals to this. Yeah, simply you can work with that also, right? The series. Okay, there is no confusion in that. Okay, I hope it's understandable, right? You can print number 1, then you can print your number 2 also there, right? So that it will keep on working like this. Is it okay, Ankit? Right? I hope it is fine now. It makes sense to everyone. Okay, right? We have taken two numbers. Okay, Anamya, right? Shivang, okay, Piyush, because we do not want to do the we do not want to use variable every time. That was my number 1. That was my number 2. We printed that. My next number would be number 1 plus number 2. Okay, this is what we have done. Now next time again, I don't have to use same variable. This is the reason that what I've done. This I become number. This I want to make it number 1. I made it number 2, and this I made it next number. Okay, very simple concept. I'm just moving to the next term, my number 1, number 2 variable. Okay, I'm just reusing my same variable so that my memory and time complexity remains uh, fine for this program. Okay, this is why we have done. So I've taken two numbers. Next number is my number 2, obviously. Total. If I want to print 15 items, I just replace here 15. That's simple. Yeah, you get 15 items. Okay, see, very easy, right? You just need to do that change. Okay, I hope it's fine, understandable with everyone. Is it okay? Is it clear? Right. So now, that is what the thing. And now I would like to tell you that what we are going to cover in the next class. Okay. So in the next class, we'll be talking about, can you show us the code? Prime number. Yes, that we can discuss in the next class, right? Is it okay? December month. Okay. You first try this prime number, and using the loop that we have done in class, then we can discuss in the next class also, right? You can take it as a homework also as a problem, okay? So you can work on the prime number, right? We'll discuss it. I just want you to have that thinking or the mindset with which you develop your mind in such a way that it's understandable. Okay, everyone? This is I want. Just give me 1 second, right? Okay. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I hope it is fine, understandable, that we can discuss in next class. Now, what we are going to cover in next class, this is, I just want to take 5 minutes and would like to tell you, we'll be talking about classes and objects, and we'll be talking about few concepts like inheritance and like polymorphism we can talk, okay? These are the concepts which are important. Now, what is the class? Now, till now, I'm sharing this file, okay? Just wait. Now, till now, you see whatever the program that we have made, it's all open, right? Anyone can have the access. Agree with that? If I print number 1 here, it's visible. Very simple. Now, I want to make something which is more secure. Okay. And for that, we have concept of object-oriented programming. Okay, everyone? Object-oriented programming, right? Oops. Yeah. Because it includes the concept of reusability. Okay. It includes the concept of reusability, and more important, it makes the system more secure. How? So it says now anything that you want to create, it says anything that you want to create, any variable, any method, it will be inside the class. It will be inside the class only. Okay. So for that, how we are going to do? I'm sharing this file I use. Just wait for some time. Let me just complete that. I'm sharing this file. Okay. Just give me a minute. Right. So any method that it will be inside. So I'll define here, let's suppose class. I say this is the student class. Okay. Again, colon terminator I'm using. Multiple statements I want to describe, and that will remain in this class only. Okay. So I'm defining a variable. Let's suppose I have a teacher. I'm defining a teacher name is Prabjot Singh. Is it okay? Can you see here? I've defined a class and this class has a variable. Is it okay? Is it fine? Do you understand what I've done? Might be, but it's like very simple scenario I've created. Now, if I say to you guys that I want to print this variable teach, you are expecting it will print the value of Prabjot Singh. Agree with that? I've defined a class. Inside the class, I have variable. Now what I'm doing, I'm printing the value of variable teach. But you see, we got an error. Very good, Ankit, right? Error. Why error? It's saying teach is not defined. Why? So now my data is more secure. Now this variable is defined inside that class only. Right? That means what does it mean? It means whatever we define in this class will remain only in this class. Nobody can access it. Okay. Then who can access it? Only object of STU class can access. So how we are going to create an object? We need to create an object. How we are going to create an object? How we are going to create an object? So I'm creating an object with the name P1 equals to my student class STU, and I use here curly brace and I use parenthesis. Now this is we used to create an object. I've created an object P1. Now P1 is the object of STU class. Now P1 has the right to assess the variable teach. P1 has the right to assess the variable teach. Can you see here, guys? I have created a class and a variable. The variable was not accessible outside the class. In order to access the data of the student class outside, I have created an object. I have created an object, and with the help of object, I have assessed that variable. Can you see that? And with the help of this, I have assessed the variable. Can you see that, guys? So this is what we are going to cover in the next class. Is it okay? This is what we are going to cover in the next class, and we'll implement this concept, and then we'll also implement a few examples that we are going to learn with this, right? Okay. So I hope it was fine. It was good. It was understandable. I am sharing the file with you guys in the chat. You can see I'll also upload on Drive, and I'll share the Drive link in the next class. Okay. You don't have to worry about this. Okay, everyone. Right. So this is what we have covered in this class. I hope it's understandable, clear to all of you, and I hope it was good connecting with you guys, talking about these concepts, clear with the tuple, dictionary, and bit concepts of class, that what we are expecting, right? So this is the link of the Google form. I just request all of you to please fill the Google form link, fill the feedback form. And I also would give you the playlist that you can see. So I hope this will be helpful, right? Okay. You see it on your video. You can see it on your let's say mail only, right? There it is available. Okay. So I hope it is fine. It's understandable. And it was good connecting with you guys. So thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care and have a good night. Take care. Bye bye. Okay. I shared the file, feedback form, everything. Please share it. Okay. Thank you.